would like to thank you very much and appreciate very much that we can make this interview. The first question is, I know that you get reports about the fronts. What is the latest news?
Thank you very much. We as a Peshmerga forces, we are fighting ISIS instead of all the world and instead of the humanitarian. In the beginning, the situation, it was not good, but after the brave decision made by the coalition forces, and the coalition forces, when they decided to come to help the Peshmerga forces in terms of the airstrikes and training, advising, and providing military aid for the Peshmerga forces, so the situation being changed now. The Peshmerga forces in offensive position, and the Peshmerga forces liberated many areas from ISIS. Very, very strategic, very important area like Mosul Dam. It was under ISIS control, and it was very dangerous when it was under their control. And the Peshmerga forces liberated Rabi'a, the very strategic area, the border between Iraq and Syria, and Shingal, because all of us, we know what the Daesh, what ISIS did in Shingal. They made a genocide against the Yazidi people, and they killed thousands of the Yazidi, the civilian Yazidi people. So fortunately, before 2-3 months, we liberated Shingal, and we liberated many areas, the area around Mosul, and the area in Mahmour and Guir area. So we can say the Peshmerga forces liberated 98% of the area that it was under ISIS control. We liberated the Kurdistan area and the area that called the disputed area. So now the Peshmerga forces fighting ISIS in very long border. We have a more than 1,050 kilometer border with ISIS, and we are protecting more than 10 million people. All of us, we know the population of Kurdistan region about 5.5 million, but now the Peshmerga forces protecting about 10 million people. The people who's living in disputed area, the people who's living in Kirkuk city, the people who's living in Mosul area, the area around Mosul. The Peshmerga forces now very close in Mosul. We have a Peshmerga forces, we can say we surrounded Mosul about 60 to 70% from the east and the north and the west. So now we have a very good coordination with the coalition forces, and we have a JCCC in Erbil to coordinate with the Iraqi security forces and with the coalition forces. We are preparing a plan for liberating Mosul, because liberating Mosul, it will be the key defeating ISIS in Iraq. The Mosul operation is very important. With the Peshmerga forces ready, the coalition forces ready, but we are waiting the Iraqi forces, the Iraqi security forces, they are not ready yet. So we have a plan to liberate Mosul, and the Iraqi forces, they are doing a good job in some area, like in Ramadi area, not like the past, liberated some area, but they know to be faster, to liberate more area, and they want to be close in Mosul to start the Mosul operation.
I know the biggest plan is the Mosul, and it's very main issue, the Mosul question. What are you planning about Mosul?
You know, we can say, and we can't give you exact day or exact time about liberating Mosul, about the military situation, but we are ready, and we are preparing a plan with the coalition forces and the Iraqi security forces. As I said, we are waiting the Iraqi security forces, and the Iraqi security forces, they are accelerating the process. So they brought the headquarters near in Mahmour area, so they are in Mahmour area. We helped them. We opened a base for them, and we opened our area for them. We have a very good coordination with them. Just we are waiting them to bring their forces and then to start the Mosul liberating operation.
You work together with US Army and the US Air Force, that they help you for the airstrike. When the Peshmergas want to go inside the Daesh area, how can you coordinate this work together with American soldiers?
For more than 1 year, we are fighting ISIS with help and support from the coalition forces, especially airstrikes. It was very effective for supporting the Peshmerga forces. We have a great coordination with the coalition forces, with the special forces, and with the Coalition Joint Operations Center. We have a Coalition Joint Operations Center. They are controlling all the operations in Kurdistan. we have a liaison officer with the U.S. and coalition forces, special forces. So when they see the Daesh or ISIS positions, or when they see activity from the Daesh side, ISIS side, so immediately they let the special forces, and they will let the coalition joint operations center. Fortunately, for more than 1 year, there is no friendly fire from the airstrikes, and this is usually not happened. You know, the friendly fire happened in Afghanistan, in 2003 in Iraq, and in many areas. But fortunately, because we have a great coordination between the Peshmerga liaison officer and with the coalition forces, till now there is no friendly fire, and even there is no fire against the civilian. All the fires against ISIS positions.
The Hungarian arrive here to be together with the Peshmergas, training together and practice together. What is your opinion about the Hungarian arrive here and stay here in Erbil?
We really appreciate all the coalition country, especially Hungarian. It was one of the most important country help the Peshmerga forces in terms to helping the Peshmerga forces in terms of the military aid. They helped us providing ammunitions. It was very urgent for the Peshmerga forces. They provided a very good amount of the ammunition for the Peshmerga forces. They helped the Peshmerga forces in terms to send a very good number. So the Hungarian team, the second biggest team in Kurdistan, helping the Peshmerga forces in terms of the advising and the training. So they have a great number helping the Peshmerga forces in terms of the advising and the training in our training centers. And even they have a good number, the soldiers, the Hungarian soldiers, they are protecting a very important area with coordination with the American and the Peshmerga side. And we really appreciate them. They provided us the treating the wounded Peshmerga. As you know, after more than 1 year fighting against Daesh, unfortunately we have a huge number of the wounded Peshmerga. We have about 8,000 wounded Peshmerga. They've been wounded in this fighting. And we have more than 1,300 being killed in this fighting. So unfortunately, we don't have a good capability to treat all the wounded Peshmerga. And some countries helped us in terms to treating the wounded Peshmerga. One of the most important country, Hungary, they helped us, and they opened their military hospital to the Peshmerga forces to treat the Peshmerga forces. So now the Hungarian side, they decided to treat 10 wounded Peshmerga. So we are started the process, and we will send the wounded Peshmerga to Hungarian military hospital in few days. Hopefully this number, it will increase in the future. Hungary is a very important country, and we have a great relationship with all Hungarian people, Hungarian government, Hungarian political. We believe and we feel there is a very good support from the Hungary to Kurdistan region and to the Peshmerga forces. Even when our President Barzani, he visited Hungary, the Hungarian government show a great support to the Kurdish people. And we are looking forward to improve this relationship with the Hungarian, and we believe we have a good future together.
I know it's a very big issue about salary. How do you can handle this situation that you don't get salary in the last couple of months?
Unfortunately, the Peshmerga forces for about 4 months did not receive their salary, and the employees for about 5 months they did not receive their salary. Just imagine, maybe this is just the Peshmerga accept this. There is no any forces in the world except 4 months don't receive salary and fighting this tough enemy, Daesh. And most of the Peshmerga, they have houses, they rented houses, most of them. And they have kids, the kids are going to school. They need health care. So really, we are facing a difficult time. But our government trying the best to solve this issue. And this issue, why happened? Because unfortunately the Iraqi side did not help the Peshmerga forces. By Iraqi constitution, Ministry of Peshmerga and the Peshmerga forces are part of Iraqi defense system. But for more than 11 years, the Iraqi side even not provided $1 for the Peshmerga forces. And unfortunately, the oil price going down. This is the situation. And another problem, that the Kurdistan regional government facing. Not we are fighting Daesh, just fighting Daesh. We are holding more than 1.7 million refugees and IDPs. This has made another big pressure on the Kurdistan government. So the Kurdistan government fighting Daesh, helping the IDPs and refugees, and we have a finance issue. Some countries, they said, we will try to help and support the Peshmerga forces because they are fighting ISIS, like America and we believe some other countries. So hopefully Hungarian will help the Peshmerga forces in this issue as well.
I heard that sometimes you need something help from NATO or European Union. What kind of weapons or what kind of help do you need in the future for the attacks or the war against Daesh?
You know, Daesh, in the beginning, it was not big terrorist group. When they came, they took advantage of the bad policy. Unfortunately, Daesh, ISIS, they took advantage of the bad policy of the former Iraqi government, Maliki's government. Because Maliki's government, it was against the population, the Sunni people. Even it was against the Kurdish people. So ISIS, in the beginning, they took advantage of this, the bad policy of the former Iraqi government, Maliki's government. In the beginning, when Daesh came, when ISIS came, they could control a huge amount of weapons, ammunition, tanks, artillery from the Iraqi army. With no reason, the Iraqi army, with no fighting, they left all the weapons behind. They disappeared in North Iraq. 5 Iraqi divisions, they left all weapons, all tanks, all ammunition to Daesh. So Daesh, they came and they founded a good support from the Sunni Arab population for them because of the bad policy of the Maliki's government and Daesh, they control all the area. So Daesh, they became a big army and they became a country. And they brought a huge amount of weapons and ammunition from the Syria. So Daesh, they have the Western weapon that they control from the Iraqi side, and the Eastern weapon they brought from the Syria. Unfortunately, the Peshmerga forces, the Iraqi side, they did not help the Peshmerga force in terms of the budget. They did not help the Peshmerga force in terms of the weapons and arming the Peshmerga. So what we had as the Peshmerga forces, in the beginning of this fighting, it was an old and out of age weapons. We could control in 1991, at that time, in our revolution against Saddam's regime. So our weapons, it was very old weapon. But then the coalition forces decided to help the Peshmerga force in terms of the military aid and airstrikes. We received some good weapons from the coalition countries. Hungarian, it was one of those countries, they provided a very good, important ammunition for the Peshmerga forces. Germany, we really appreciate them. They provided a very good weapons, especially anti-tank like Milan. It was very useful for the Peshmerga forces to defeat Daesh when they attacked the Peshmerga positions. And the US provided, there is many countries, I can't say all the names, but there's many countries help the Peshmerga forces. But we need more because we are fighting Daesh for more than 1 year and we need more ammunitions because even the Iraqi side, they did not dare the Peshmerga forces in the past to buy weapons, ammunitions. Always they created problems for the Peshmerga force in terms of end user certificate. We constitution force, we part of Iraqi defense system by Iraqi constitution. They're supposed to help and support us in terms of the training, equipping the Peshmerga, arming the Peshmerga, and giving the Peshmerga their own right, on salary. But unfortunately, they did not help the Peshmerga forces.
And I would like to thank you very much for your help, and I appreciate very much.